Another day of wine tasting. Today we're at Chateau, I don't know, Chateau something Mont. It's quite lovely. Up on the hill. So today we're cleaning the attic out and using the trusty chute, which we've extended. So this chute used to come out of the back door. As you can see, we've extended it, cut a hole in the attic, and it goes up and taking off a lot of the junking debris that's in there. I think it was an old trundle bed. It's my guess. But there's a lot more up there, but so far this is what we got. It's all broken up. Some neat old pins. They still make those today. The old pins where you can just use any type of round dowel or metal screwdriver or something to spin that. Anyway, that's what we got. Got a log jam. Got a log jam. Hold your fire. I'm gonna clear it out. Live from the attic. Just a 200-year-old bed. 120. 100. 75. 75-year-old bed. And other pieces, parts. Ooh, it's got a mahogany look to it. Nice panel. Not beveled. Hey! These panels aren't beveled. I wanted beveled panels. Nothing, just keep shooting. You're good. Ooh. Okay. Nice tongue and groove. Or tongue. Mortise and tenon, sorry. Mortise and tenon. Grooved on the back. Unbelievable. Alright, so part of the master suite is going to be this area. Stairs are going away. Of course, the exhaust is going away. And just doing a little exploratory, looking at this, popping this up, thinking about there would probably be a soaker tub in front of this window. So thinking about reinforcing the, I guess, I mean, they're like 4x4 oak. But the interesting thing, I mean, you can see how rough it is, the boards. And you just kind of look across it and go, oof, man, look at that. But what's cool, I popped these boards up, cleaned up a little bit, little vacuum. Came in, and I'm gonna have to get a laser and get these guys all shimmed up, and it's gonna be fun. And lo and behold, I lay the level out and it's dead on. So that's a good thing. Another, I'm kind of pleased with the way they've held up where they go into the wall. That was a big question mark, but it looks like they're solid here. Hasn't deteriorated like some of the exterior walls. I'll probably, because of a little bit of the woodworm and some rot, I will probably put, honestly, I think maybe just a plywood, sister it with a piece of plywood, mainly to help with level, if I need it. But like I said, according to this, I don't. So, but in good shape overall, if they're cleaned up. This area is, we'll go back down with OSB, actually, the water. It's a green board here. It's a green OSB, which is waterproof, green or blue, I can't remember. But another thing that was interesting, I peeled most of it off along this wall, and I don't know why they did it. The rendering on there seems to be in good shape. I don't know why, but they had this product over tight. It peeled off like a sunburn. I mean, it just peeled off with a flat bar. And it looks like it's got fiberglass in it. So, hey Joe, have you tried the new fiberglass render? It's pretty good. It goes on easy. It comes off easy too, though. And who knows when this was done. But you can see the fibers in it. Or hope it's fiberglass, not asbestos. But yeah, it was all along the base, all the way down, and then over. And then of course it went over top of the boards. You can see a little bit, still some there. I guess they just, I don't know, were sealing the board. I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know why they felt the need to do that, because that rendering there seems to be in good shape. I mean, considering good shape. Anyway, all right. Well, the good news is the ends are good and solid. I mean, that's a nice tight. Everything looks good and secure there. So we'll just go back over top of this with a 3/4 inch, or I think they call it 19 millimeter, 20 millimeter plywood, OSB. And this will be the view from the tub. I think the tub will be here, should be here. And chandelier up top, up above. And I gotta redo those boards too, actually. Some of those are in rough shape. Anywho, that's what we got going on today. Today, going to be removing the radiators, I should say, because the two that you see in the frame are coming out. That wall is being removed. That's a wall that was added clearly at some point during a renovation to make a small bedroom to the right there. I mean, teeny bed, enough for a bed and maybe a dresser. We had heard, or were told, that was the oldest son for the family that sold us a house. That's the gentleman who sold us a house. He was the oldest son, and that was his bedroom. He came back one day and he pointed to the room and said, "This was mine." And at any rate, I started draining these, which is something I've never done before, and it was pretty nasty sludge when it first started. These radiators had never been drained or flushed. Didn't even know that was a thing. Plumber told me that's something that as a maintenance thing should be done for efficiency, but it was pretty nasty. I don't think it's ever been done. What I didn't know at this time when I first started was I thought I had shut off the water coming into this individual radiator unit. I had turned the shut-off valve, but apparently it was broken and didn't work. So it took a minute as I was draining this to figure out that I was not only draining the contents of that radiator, but I was literally draining the entire system down. I didn't have any hose or
any other way. A small piece of hose would have been kind of cool here, because there's like a little nipple on the end there where the water comes out, but I didn't have that. So I just went ahead and just did this little tray into the big bucket at a time. So this is early on. I didn't have a whole lot of tools here. I hadn't been to the different Bricos, hardware stores to get much stuff. So I was just using an old Tupperware container, and that looks like an old pot was left here. So those were my tools. Of course, a screwdriver. At any rate, that went on for a while, and that was a lot of fun. But we got it done.
A day at the Tiac flower market. This is an annual flower show. A cute little town. We've never been here before. This whole street one time was booming, and still is today. What were you looking at, dear? Okay, it's early morning coffee time in the foyer, the entree, and just looking at what a mess we've got to work with. We've got some blowout, as it's called. It's a delamination where the plaster is pulled away from the wall, and not sure if we're going to just patch this and go with plaster in here, or you can see the repair. I was pointing out the repair down below. But more importantly, just these square pegs. These are recessed into the wall. They're nail sections, or areas, nail points, or fastener points. So, and I've seen them on the chair rail that's kind of down lower in the frame, and also along baseboard, where they put baseboard along. But I'm not sure these being so high. There's two to the right there, and then there's two over here to the left. There's the meter, the antique meter, electric meter. That'll be replaced with the brand new Linky. But yeah, you can see the repair line there. And then 1,000 holes for some piece of equipment that used to be there. And I guess it was, I don't know what, I have no answer for that. I don't know, no idea. More blowout, and it's just completely pulled out, the plaster did. But I don't know what those plugs were high for. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm thinking some sort of a hanging cupboard. But here's what's really cool. Actually, Barbie had pointed this out. When we pulled the wallpaper off, we noticed these pencil marks. And they look like a child has drawn Christmas trees or something. You can see the marks there. It looks like a tree. And then there's a diamond lower to the right. It's hard to see that diamond right there. And those pencil marks, weren't sure what they were, and then it just dawned on me. I said, that is the layout for the floor. And that is the chevron pattern, which was reminiscent of the Art Deco period, 1920s, 1918, 1920, right around there. And this was probably the render or drawing for the homeowner, or possibly for the artisan, as a framework or an idea of what they were going to put down. So that's kind of cool, I think. But it's just a piece of history just left there on the wall. And you can see the old wainscot down below. And that concrete stripe right there, there's a plug hole right there. There's a plug hole that held the chair rail on the wall. And you can see that's all a hot mess. So, and then I don't know if that was a family crest, that medallion, or just being artistic. So anyway, thank you for reviewing and looking at this video, and we will absolutely see you on the next one. See you later.